everyone, I hope all of you are feeling blessed and amazing wherever you are in the world right now. My name is Lamia and this is Real Talk, where we're having intimate and exclusive conversations with icons who impacted the world on their own way thanks to their inspiring and amazing achievements. So the guest that we're having today is not just anybody. He is a legend in his own field, which is Fuji music. So if you're Nigerian or if you're Yoruba from any other country, or if you're a music lover, and more precisely a traditional African music lover, there is no way you haven't heard that name. The man we're talking about has been on stage for 40 years and he's not ready to stop. He's not the first, he's not the last, but he's definitely the moment. So yeah, I'm super honored and excited to present to you an exclusive Real Talk with the one and only Alhaji Pasuma Wonder. And hello Pasuma.
Hello.
Alhaji Pasuma. Thank you so much for welcoming us in your space and for having this conversation with us.
You're welcome.
The first question I want to ask you is, how would you introduce yourself to somebody that has never heard of you before?
Just in a simple way, like me that you're looking at, me that I'm sitting beside you, very close to you. My name's Awasi Walabi Ajibola Odetola, popularly known as Pasuma Wonder in the Fuji music industry and in the entertainment industry as a whole. And they used to call me all my nicknames like, you know, Sheu Fuji, Aganla Fuji, Gausu, Alijono, all these names, you know, given to me by my fans, both home and abroad. So, well, popularly known as Pasuma Wonder. That's the name that you can just say, okay, you look like someone I know that I've seen. Oh, no, you know, your photograph, or, you know, at the back of one downfall like that. Okay, I said, it's me, yeah, Pasuma. So, okay, fine. That's my name.
That's nice. So your name really carry weight.
Thank you.
Around here.
Thank you.
So I read somewhere that it was in secondary school that you decided that you want to just drop everything and start music.
Not that I choose to start music like that, you know. But it's something that I would say, okay, it's a grace from God, and it's a call. Let me say, you know, calling like that. So if you are not calling into one job or one business or whatever what you are doing that you are successful in it, that means you're not going to be a successful person. So you have to be called. So you have to have hear the call before you come into it. And when you come into it, everything will just be like, you know, a tickle of an eye, so you get there to the peak. So mine is just that after my primary school education, my secondary school education, which I finished and passed out, you know, as in 1984 at Nigeria Model High School in Dioro, Mushin.
Okay.
So I decided to go into music fully. It's not that I have interest in music like that, but that was the same year Alhaji was in the K1 The Ultimate, you know, released an album called Talaso 84. So I said, okay, I love this music, I love this man, so I would like to go into music like this man doing, so I can be able to, you know, I have it in mind that I'm going to be like this man. So that's why I always say to anybody that care to listen that Alhaji K1 The Ultimate is my inspiration. He's the one I saw before I came into the music industry. So I thank God, the rest is history today.
The rest is history. Were you guys in contact? Like, were you guys close?
My guy, 100. No, 99.9. It's 100. K1 The Ultimate. Ogawa.
Okay.
That's it.
That's so interesting. So how was the reaction? Like, were you brought up in a home that, you know, was working around music already, or how did your parents react?
I was born to the family of Odetola. My daddy was, you know, a well-educated person that wants all his children to be, you know, go to school, be a doctor, be a lawyer at the end of it, or be a banker. But I don't know, this is my own, you know, this is where God said I will be. So, but my dad was a well-disciplined person. So he's a general manager in a company in Apapa then. So, but because, you know, I don't know what happened between my mom and my dad then when I was a little kid. So my mommy got separated with my dad when I was 9 years of age.
Okay.
So she started, doing everything by herself, single-handedly, then. So go to school, do this, do that, suffering like that. So, but we thank God she did all that because, my dad was, I was like, let me just put it this way. I came from a polygamy home, like they used to say. So my dad has like 4 or 5 wives. But I was the only one from my mom to my dad. So, so I don't know what happened between them. So they got separated. My mom started, taking care of me as a little boy. So, and today, me and my dad, we are one now because my mom is late, so and I've settled all this rift or all this past with my dad, so we're very close now. So, and I pray to God he live long so I can see living long like that.
So your mom was more okay than your dad about the music. She was more.
My mom was someone that loved entertainment. She's in she's into entertainment. She acted like an actor with some of all this theater guru, all this daddy, all this papa, before she stopped doing that and focused on taking care of me when I was a little kid.
That's so interesting. So take us back to how it was when you started. What was like? Did you have a structure? Did you have a team? Is there somebody that really impacted your career?
When I started, we started as a street, backstreet musician, as they used to say, as they used to call them. They used to call us the backstreet musician. We don't even know where we're coming from, where we're going to. We're just doing it as a fun, So later on, I now say that this thing is moving on in the right position, which the way I didn't even see it coming. So, and I say, okay, I have to have a team. So then, and I got a manager, I have an artist manager, stage manager, band manager that will be taking care of the band, stage manager that will know how the instrument will get to where we're performing, artist manager that will go for the press, or the journalists, talk to them, interview his artists, all that. So, and I have a team around me. So my team did everything possibly to make it a name, an outside name, that Pasuma Wonder, that we want people to know this brand. And thank God today, everything is rosy. We thank God.
They made it.
We got to the peak.
They succeeded.
Alhamdulillah.
That's interesting. Because, it's something that I should maybe have asked you before, but when did you start singing? When did you start feeling like, okay, this voice or what I'm carrying with me when I sing with my music can actually touch people's heart, I can bring a crowd together, I can make it?
My first CD and cassette then that go viral everywhere was in 1990. Now then we have to use we have some guys, Igbo guys, Yoruba guys that used to sell cassette around everywhere. So my cassette and CD was everywhere. So 1990, 1991, another one again. And 1993, the person I'm calling my master today that took me to the studio to do my first album called Recognition came to me, Erowa Record. They said, we call him Erowa Record then, but now he has changed his name to Sarolaj. Olatunji Sarumi is the real name. So he came to me in 1993 and said, I want to take you to the studio and do a record. I said, what record? How am I going to do it? I don't know anything about it, so don't worry. You will do it. You have seen some, like, elders, your daddy, your papa, your brothers, your senior, they've done it, so you can do it. You can do it like them. So we now went to the studio. Thank God we did it, and the album was released then, 1993, and it's everywhere. So people accepted the album from us. So they recognized me in the Fuji music industry, and we did a follow-up album which we call Choices.
Yeah.
So after that, in 1994, that I wanted, if you want to take me as your choice, because you have a lot of Fuji musicians out there, stars, you know. So if you want to take me as your choice, take me. So after that, I went to Saudi Arabia to become an Alhaji in 1995. When I came back, I did a cassette, a CD called Sabaka Night. It's everywhere, you know. It's going viral, going all nooks and crannies of Nigeria. Both women abroad, they accepted the CD and the cassette. So after that, I went to the studio to do an album which I call Orobokibo. And that was the album that gave me my first award as a best Fuji musician. And that was the album that brought these best non-Nigerian people to call me to say, okay, come and play a concert, in a concert, you know, which I always see a big artist performing there. So Orobokibo gave me a limelight. It changed my life, and that was the album that pushed me, that landed me in the limelight that I'm into today.
And I really put the weight on Pasuma name. Really, right?
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah. So wait, so 1995, that's 11 years after you decided to go for music.
Yeah.
You said it was 84.
Yeah, 84, yeah.
So during this whole journey, 11 years, you mentioned how you built your team and everything, but how was the journey? How did you feel? Is there any time that you felt like you want to give up? How did you do to...
You know, a lot of time that maybe by the time we go for show and it's now, the money is not coming, maybe we'll go for show, our instrument boss now knocked down on the road, doesn't get to where we're performing in time, and the celebrants started, like, why would you come late? Why would you do that? It started raking, like that, stuff like that. So a lot of challenges, but I keep on, keep on praying and keep on, It's not something you can just say, okay, you're picking it on the floor and everything just started rosing like that. So you have to go through some, But I'm a very prayer for somebody, so I pray a lot. And I thank God. God has accepted my prayer and answered my prayer, and everything now say, okay, after 11 years, the limelight came.
So you were always, when you started, you knew that, okay, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it, that maybe you just have to sweat, sometimes you cry, you'll be so annoyed, but you just have to keep going. You had this very strong faith in...
Yeah, that's it. If you're into something that you love, you have passion for. Yeah, you don't have a choice than to keep on, doing it, but you have it in mind, at the back of your mind, that you will get to the,
Yeah, you have to. So, and was there any other style than Fuji music that you were interested in, or it was really the Fuji music from the beginning?
And it's Fuji from the beginning. It's Fuji. So later on, 1995, 96, so I met Idris Abdul Karim of Remedies, the defunct Remedies. So I met Idris as a friend, and I was like, yeah, we're going to use your song in our, that was the year they started hip hop in this country.
Oh, okay.
They are the first hip hop singers, hip hop artists in Nigeria. Then the Remedies. So the Idris, there are three numbers: Idris, Eddie, and Tony Tetula. So but Idris was the one that very close to me. Okay. So Idris was the one that came to my house. I said, we want to use your song, Orobokibo. Yeah, keep on rocking, Orobokibo, keep on moving. So I said, okay, no problem, go and use this. So they came to me, I gave them their profile to use the song, so the song was everywhere. So in 1996, 97, they came back to me and said they want to do another single called Jealousy, but they want me to be in it. So they now feature me
in
that Jealousy. That was how we started the hip hop. So I'm now going to it fully with my Fuji, try to infuse hip hop into Fuji, bringing Fuji, infusing Fuji into hip hop, and see how it will go. Well, everything is good.
Yeah. And we saw you have tunes with Olamide, Tiwa Savage. You have a lot with Q-Dot.
A lot with Davido.
Yes.
You know, a lot of
them. So you were always interested in merging the whole.
I have with Nice, I have with Richard Femi, I have with Pastor Goody. I have a lot of hip hop artists that I've featured with. So
that's so interesting. So, but how do you feel? So your performances are very, very famous to be a very intense experience. People always speak about your experience, your performance like is really something to experience in real life. And how do you feel when you're on stage?
I feel good. Anytime I'm on stage, I think I'm doing what I have passion for, what I know how to do best, you know. I just feel, okay, this my people, this my fans that came all the way from, you know, a different places to come and see me, to come and watch me. I have to give them what it is, why. So give them what they will say, okay, thank God we went for that show. The show was blast. The show was like 100, you know. So what I have at the back of my heart and in my head is just to make sure the people that came to watch the show, they enjoy themselves while going back home. You know, that's it. So
do you have a process to prepare yourself before you come on stage? Is there a process? Is there something you like to do?
Only prayer.
Only prayer.
I pray before I go on stage that God, I'm going to take me there and bring me back in good. You know, that's it.
Have you ever seen, because we know that okay, there's maybe some people that actually don't really know about Fuji music and that will be watching this interview. So can you just give us some words about Fuji music, what it stands for and what it represents and everything?
Fuji music is a song that they used to, when they're doing like wedding, like, you know, burial ceremony, you know, and we started doing concert later, but that's what they started with, you know, when they're doing wedding, they're doing housewarming, they're doing birthday, they're doing, final burial ceremony of an old father or mother that died. So that's what they use it for then, before we now say, okay, we're introducing using Fuji in concerts, you know, and whatever. So Fuji music is a music that I've been sing before we came. So yeah, we met a lot of people there. We met a lot of daddy, a lot of brothers, a lot of senior before I came. So it's not something that just started. You know, if they've started it before I came. So
even the music, the sounds with the drums and everything is
you know,
so
later on they now started introducing, you know, a lot of things like saxophone, guitar, keyboard, you know, awaya, bata, you know, all this. So that's it.
Yeah, but the sound, you know, sometimes I feel like the sound of Fuji music is so original that, you know, for example, if you think of a traditional music, for example, in Morocco, I can hear some sounds that are similar. If you hear something from Fulani, for example,
yeah. So it's something similar to each other. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So and we know that for people that don't really know, every time there is a concert of Fuji music, there is always so much people. Like, for example, your own fans, they're always so much, very intense, very like ready to try and meet you, touch you, to just have a piece of you. So have you ever seen during your performance or even out, have you ever seen something crazy from your fan? What's the most shocking?
A lot. I can't even remember. I can't even remember.
It's not something that really busts your brain. That
much more, but a lot of them will come to you and say, okay, they want you to sign, you know, your autograph. They will give you their clothes, sign here. Give you their hand, sign here. I even have some of them that tattooed my name,
yes,
you know, on their body.
How do you feel?
So, I feel good. I just said, this is crazy, man. you know, tattoo my name on your body. You know, I say I have a guy that I opened his body and my picture was there.
Wow.
No, you know, my head, my picture as a tattoo. Say, this one, when you die, you won't die with.
Yeah.
Oh, it's love. So I appreciate it. It's love. You know, you see if you see some downfalls, you know, some bosses, you see Pasuma's pictures everywhere. You know, like even if you want to, if you put your gear on reverse or in reverse, how are you going to see the back? Because you have already used Pasuma picture to block your view. So it's not crazy, you know. It's crazy, but I really love them because they appreciate what you are doing, you know. And I'm giving it to them back to back, you know, making them happy, and they're ready to go at any length. As in Pasuma's lover, Pasuma's supporters, we are loyal to Pasuma 100. As I say, I appreciate you guys. Without you, no one to call Pasuma. Thank you so much, everyone.
That's so amazing. And so, do you think your fans are crazy because maybe you are crazy?
I'm not crazy.
You're not crazy.
I'm not crazy. If I say I'm crazy about what I know how to do best. You know, I'm crazy on stage because I'm doing what I have passion for. You know, and what I know how to do best. You know, giving it to my people. You know, 100. So if I say I'm crazy to do to give it to them good. Yeah. My fans are not crazy. They are crazy for the love of my Fuji music, for the love they have for me. So they are not crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So throughout your career, is there a collaboration? Is there somebody you work with that really impacted your music, your sound, or even just yourself?
A lot of them. I don't want to mention them, so I have a lot of them that I've featured with that, and I even enjoy myself doing job, you know, doing collabo with them. So.
And is there some people that you still dream to work with?
More are still coming.
More are still coming.
More are still coming. We haven't finished. We are still doing it.
Still doing I know, right? So exactly, it's been 40 years now. What's your own perspective? Again, people are always praising your success. People put you in that position of being the legend of Fuji music. Today, you're the person that carries Fuji music, that represents Fuji music, from even the elders that went before you and everything. So what's your own eye on your journey, on your perspective?
The journey so far wasn't, you know, straight and smooth like that. It was a very rough journey, but it's 40 years now, and I will stay counting. We have not stopped counting. Yes, sir. And Pasuma is still waxing strong, you know, in the Fuji music industry and in the entertainment industry as a whole. And if anyone put me in the legend, that means in the legend way in Fuji music or in the entertainment world, they know what they're doing, because 4 decades is not easy.
It's not.
You know, even if it's not in music, in any job, in any business you are doing, and if you are doing it for like 40 years and you're still there doing it, you know, people still seeing it, you're doing it. So that means, you know, 4 decades is not easy. My sister, I beg, may I tell you, I beg. So
that's why I'm here.
So as in putting me on the table of a legend, you know, they know what they're doing, they know what they're talking about. So thank you. So and we are not stopped yet. We're still counting. So
what's next? What should we expect from Pasuma next? What's for the next 40 years?
I won't be the one to say, okay, this is what I have for myself in 2, 3, 4, 5 years to come. It's God. Anything God says, we're here, inshallah. I pray God give us a long life, you know, good health, you know, so we can be giving it to my people, you know, the way they want it from me. They want to, the way they expect me to give it to them. So I pray to God that God should spare my life, so I'll be giving it to them back to back the way they expect.
Inshallah. And on the industry side of things, so maybe our generation is not as familiar with how the Fuji music industry works. You mentioned earlier some labels, you mentioned some people, some promoters and everything. So how did this whole industry evolve, and how is it working today now that, especially in Nigeria, the pop music industry is so big and it takes so much space? So how
you know, that's why I said it earlier on that Fuji music is a traditional music. You can't push it away. It's not music that you can just push away. It's traditional music. Yeah. That they use it for naming, housewarming, final burial ceremony, birthday party, you know, all this. So you cannot just say, okay, we don't need it again, because every day they're doing party. Every day they're doing housewarming, every day they're doing birthday, every day they're doing, like, you know, final burial ceremony when you have your old dad, like Baba 90, you have a father of 90 years, 100 years that passed away, and they want to do a final burial ceremony with your family. You're going to have, You know, if you have it in mind that it's Fuji music that you want and you like, so you will call one of the Fuji musicians, Fuji stars that is outside there to come and perform at your party. It's a traditional music that you cannot push it away. It's not something that you can just say, we're forgetting. You can't forget Fuji music. And we thank God that is where I belong. So all thanks to God.
Timeless. So throughout these 40 years, right, you've managed to really stay authentic to yourself. Even me meeting you, I can see how real and how yourself you are, you know, despite the weight of your name. And I've seen interviews, I've heard people talking about you. Everybody has this speech that, oh, he's so real, that's how they can relate to you, actually. And I wanted to ask you, how did you manage to really stay authentic to yourself when your whole lifestyle has changed so much, and even like everything around you, the industry, everything has changed?
Yeah, firstly, I stay humble. The humility, I didn't allow the humility to fade off me. You know, I pinch my tent with a lot of people that knows what they are doing. They know this business very well because it's a showbiz. So if you're having a lot of people around you that doesn't know about the game, so before you know it, everything will just collapse.
Yeah.
But me, thank God, I have a lot of people around me that they know about the business, they know about the game. So, and I stay focused on where I'm coming from, where I am at the moment, and where I'm going later. So the final one is be humble. So let everyone around you know where you're coming from, where you're going to. So don't lie to them. So anything you're doing, make it straightforward. So before you know it, so everybody will just be okay in their own way. That's it.
Yeah, definitely, because we have to keep learning. If we pass ourselves, we can't learn.
We learn every day.
You know, and we have to keep learning, and that's how you're still here. And you know, when we entered earlier, your friend was saying how you're our elder, but you're still part of our generation.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And Jency.
Yeah.
I am now. You want to push me?
Yeah,
you want to push me? Yeah, I'm Jency. Yeah. You want to push me away? You can. I won't take that from you. I am Jency.
Yeah, Jency.
Yeah.
Certified and confirmed.
Certified and confirmed. That's 100.
Yeah. So on your in this whole 40 years of career, do you feel like it's been hard to have a separation between your personal self and Pasuma the brand?
My personal self is you know, when I talk to people, or when some people say me and come to me or come closer to me, because you can't judge a book by its cover. You need to read the book. If you don't read it, you can't judge it by its cover. So don't just say what they write about the book. Outside the book is what it will be inside the book. No. So come closer, get to know the person very well before you start judging. So some of people, you know, some of our fans, Fuji fans, that come closer to me would now say, okay, my personality and the job I do is like this. So it's quite different, because some people will say, okay, if you go to Fuji musician's house, you will miss all those, you know, alpha. But no, it's not like that. Maybe I don't know about the Fuji of, you know, 70, 80 years ago. But the Fuji me I know, so all the Fuji stars, all the Fuji artists, we are all, you know, we're doing it the way it's supposed to be. So by the time you get there, who do you mean at the gate? It's only my gate man and my siblings. So that's it. So it's not that, no. It's not like that anymore. So come closer to us, and then you will know we are different from what you're hearing about our music outside there.
So can you describe your personal self?
My personal self?
Yeah.
This is me. What do you want to know about it? What do you want to know again?
I want to know, I don't know, what do you like? What do you not like?
Okay. I dislike, you know, being not, you know, trustworthy, you know, being not truthful. I don't like it. Let me, anyhow it is, just come. Bring it down. Let it put it on the table. We'll settle it.
Yes,
So let's be straightforward. Let's be open to each other. So I love to make everybody around me happy. I want to see everybody around me, smile. I want you to become a successful person. I don't want it to be it's just only me that I'm okay. You are not okay. So I hate that. So I want everybody. But if I'm okay, when you are okay, when this one is okay, when this one is okay. So life will be so easy for everyone to live in.
I know, right?
So that's it.
Yeah.
That's me.
I love that.
Yeah.
On your personal life, was it easy to juggle? I know you have children. Was it easy to juggle your music career and being a father when you're traveling a lot? There's so many people looking up to you and everything. How was it?
I tried my possible best to be a good father to my kids, to my children. So I have a lot of people around me that they'll say, okay, Alhaji, and told you you are taking care of your children, I'm jealous of you. So I make my kids, my children happy, and I thank God they learn quick, and God gave them the brain to listen to what I told them or tell them whenever we are together or whenever we talk on phone. So Yoruba used to call them Omala Lubarika.
Okay.
You don't know about that?
No.
You don't know the meaning?
No.
A good child.
Okay.
To their parents.
Omo.
Allah Lubarika.
Omo ala lubarika.
That's it.
Yeah.
Omo ala Lubarika. A good child to his or her parents.
Okay. I'll tell this to my dad. Tonight.
I'm Omo ala Lubarika to you, Dad.
I'll tell you.
That's it.
Yeah.
Proud.
Yeah, you're proud of your kids, you're proud of your children, so Omo ala Lubarika does it.
Okay. It sounds like baraka. I mean.
Lubarika.
Alubarika. Okay, so it's.
Omo. Okay, let's say Omo Alubarika. So you will understand that very well.
Yeah, I understand.
Omo is child.
Yes.
Alubarika is
good.
Yeah, good deed.
Good deed.
Yeah.
Oh wow! So I really sound like a Muslim word. It's interesting. Anyways, do you feel like you've been able to be a husband to someone, to commit to someone in your life, or was your life
Inshallah
set up?
Inshallah, I pray. Inshallah, Inshallah, I pray.
Inshallah, I like this answer. Okay, I have two last questions. First questions would be if you were able to rewind anything in your life, what could you do different?
I have a lot, but let's just give thanks to God.
Okay.
That's it. I have a lot.
Yes.
If I flash back where I'm coming from and where I am today, though I don't want to be crying here.
But you still reach the same point at the end of the day.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
Exactly.
So we thank God.
Alhamdulillah.
We thank God.
And is there something about you that you always would have liked to share, but you never had the opportunity? If it's part of your story or something about your legacy, anything that you wanted to share with people, but you never had the opportunity to.
I don't even have any. My good things the only good things and the good things I have to share with my people is, where I'm coming from, the support they've been giving me, They have been with me solidly all this while, and they are not still even care of what anybody says. Pasuma is our choice. We love Pasuma's music. We love Pasuma behavior. We love Pasuma humility. Pasuma is everything to us. So and I also appreciate them for, staying behind me solidly all this while. So without them, no one to call Pasuma. They are the one. So my fans outside there, they are Pasuma. So they can't. If you do like this to Pasuma, they are ready to chop you. So they are ready to chop you. So people, thank you. Pasuma's fans, 100. I feel PFC worldwide. Is that what?
Is it this that you
That's me. Yeah, that's Wasba. That's Wasba. W. That's W now. See.
Why? So
That's W. As that W. So W is Wasba. Okay. Wasba is WASBAR. Wasba. So.
Okay, that's cool. All right. I don't have any more questions.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you. We're going to say after this 40 years, we're still going to do 50 years together. We're still going to do 60 years together. Don't worry, 70, 80 years together. We're doing it. Inshallah. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. God bless.
Excellent.
Lamia.
Thank you.
Lamia, the Afghans, baby.